FNAF 2 movie Vanessa is the new Vanny. Spoiler warning, this video will be full of spoilers for the FNAF 2 movie. Hey guys, Horror Lorekeeper here. We need to talk about Vanessa and the purple eyes. Those purple glowing eyes watching from the shadows of the toy location. The ones that don't belong to any known animatronic, that blink in and out like a jump scare, only for people who frame by frame their trailers. Most people saw that and went, oh, that's Vanny, Glitchtrap's girl. Here we go, security breach pipeline. And yeah, it is a Vanny tease, but not the way you think, because this movie already changed one massive assumption, that Mike Schmidt is Michael Afton, and I think it's doing the same thing to Vanny. This video is about what I'm calling the inverted Vanny theory. In the games, Vanny is Glitchtrap's brainwashed follower. In the movie, those purple eyes aren't William's color of control. They're the color of agony, dark remnant, burning out of Vanessa's skull because the Marionette is driving, and that means movie Vanny isn't William's servant. She's Charlotte Emily's weapon. Let's break this down. The purple eyes in the toy location, the Vanny tease. First, our anchor, the visual anomaly. In the toy location sequences, we get long, slow panning shots of the hallways. The toys flickering in and out of frame, and tucked in the darkness, just off center, those glowing purple eyes. No nose, no snout, no clearly defined mask, just two sharp oval points of light at a height and angle that reads human, not animatronic. They don't match the toy Freddy slash Bonnie slash Chica, Mangle, Balloon Boy, or the puppet. This is a new presence. The framing makes it clear this isn't a glitch in the render. It's something or someone watching. And then in the final frame of the movie, we get the second half of the puzzle. Vanessa, eyes wide, puppet mask reflected in glass, that unmistakable implication. The Marionette is inside her. So we've got purple eyes stalking the toy location. Vanessa confirmed as a puppet vessel at the end, and a franchise that loves rabbit masks and purple stalkers. Yeah, that's our Vanny, but not security breach Vanny. Vanessa is already possessed, but not by Glitchtrap. In game lore, Vanny is manipulated by Glitchtrap, the digital ghost of William Afton. She's an unwilling pawn hearing his voice, forced into the rabbit suit. The movie timeline throws that straight out. We have no Glitchtrap. William is still very much analog, a meat man in a murder suit. The only spiritual hacker in this continuity is the puppet, and the final shot of FNAF 2 outright tells us Vanessa plus Marionette equals canon. So if we're seeing purple-eyed stalker shots that scream this is your Vanny stand-in, we have to reassign the source of that control. It's not William, Glitchtrap, Vanny. It's Charlotte Emily, puppet, Vanessa, Vanny. This is why I call her inverted. Vanny, game Vanny equals Afton's leash on a good person. Movie Vanny equals puppet's leash on an Afton. Same visual archetype, masked woman, purple motif, knife in the dark energy, but the direction of power is flipped. She's not the cultist of the rabbit. She's the curse on the rabbit's bloodline. Why purple? Agony, not loyalty. Let's talk about the color. Purple in FNAF is the most overloaded hex code on Earth. Purple guy equals William Afton. Purple glitch equals Glitchtrap. Purple skin equals post-scooped Michael slash Ennard. So it's easy to see glowing purple eyes and say, oh, she's serving William. She's Glitchtrap coded. But the movie has already been leaning into another concept, agony, from the Fazbear Frights books. Agony is the pure, concentrated suffering ripped out of someone at death. It can cling to objects, machines, locations. It can fuel dark remnant, twisting tech into something worse than simple possession. Now combine that with what we know. Vanessa is Afton blood. She's a cop, a protector type, who's been forced to live with what her father did. At the end of the movie, the puppet, Charlotte Emily, the first victim, fuses with her. That is years of bottled up Afton guilt, plus the rage of the protector ghost that watched it all happen. When that kind of entity takes control of a body, it's not going to shine calming puppet white. It's gonna burn purple, not William's purple, as a flag of loyalty, but the visual language of agony overflowing out of a human vessel. Those purple eyes in the toy halls aren't a tag that says property of Afton. They're a hazard symbol for, you are looking at an Afton body forced to do Charlotte's will through dark remnant. That's our inverted Vanny, a Vanny whose purple is pain, not obedience. The fusion, Afton bloodline plus Charlotte's rage. Here's the core of the theory. Vanny in the movie timeline is not one person's evil. She's a fusion. Vanessa brings Afton DNA, access, cop badge, authority, mobility, emotional link to Mike, Abby, and the victims. The Marionette slash Charlotte brings guardian instinct pushed past its breaking point, control over remnant and spirits, a personal vendetta against the entire Afton line. Together Together they create a dark Avenger that looks like the classic Vanny silhouette, but instead of being controlled by William, she's pointed at William's legacy. When those purple eyes blink in the toy location, they're not saying, "Yes, father, what next?" They're saying, "Where are the Aftons? I'm not done with them." And that leads us perfectly into her FNAF 3 possibilities. Possibility A, the stalker, hunter of Ennard. In this version, Vanessa/Vanny is not glitching. She's weaponized. Let's line up the facts. Michael Afton has been scooped. Ennard is inside him. He's escaped into society. The animatronics stuck in shells and locations can't chase him everywhere. But the puppet inside a human cop, she can go wherever he does. So, the Marionette uses Vanessa as a biological hunter-killer. The purple-eyed Vanny we glimpse in FNAF 2 becomes the stalker of FNAF 3. Imagine Fazbear's Fright built from old props and burned suits, cashing in on the legend of the murders, hiring a night guard to watch over the attraction, and in the shadows, Ennard Michael skulking, drawn to the heat and remnant. Springtrap / William trapped in his rusted coffin, and out in the corridors, a rabbit-masked figure with purple eyes slipping through the fire exits. She adopts the rabbit mask not as a shrine, but as mockery, with the purple motif as a flare of agony, and "I am you but corrupted" statement. Her mission: hunt down Michael/Ennard, trap him inside the attraction, burn the whole place down. From the night guard's point of view, she's the phantom, the glitch on the cameras, the movement in the vents that isn't an animatronic, the figure that sabotages sprinklers and ventilation to make sure the fire sticks. In this path, Vanny is the hunter of monsters, but she's so brutal, so obsessed that she becomes one herself. Possibility B, the internal war split psyche Vanessa. The second path is darker and more tragic. What if the possession isn't stable? We already have a template in Security Breach, Vanny flickering between normal and control, moments of clarity, moments of pure puppet. Movie Vanessa could be the same, but with the stakes dialed up. In this version, the purple eyes don't just mean puppet is driving. They signal the moments when Vanessa's mind is cracking under Charlotte's rage. Two selves, good Vanessa, the cop who tried to help Mike, the sister who doesn't want to be her father, the person who wants to protect Abby and the other kids, cruel puppet, the thing inside her that remembers drowning in rain outside a locked restaurant, the judge who decided the Aftons don't deserve mercy, the will that wants to hurt forever instead of simply kill. In FNAF 3, that gives us a terrifying dynamic. Mike Schmidt, if he's still around, or a new night guard is trying to save Vanessa. Michael/Ennard is trying to escape. William/Springtrap is trying to survive and manipulate. And Vanessa, she is both the ally in her clear moments, warning the guard about fire hazards, letting Abby go, fighting the urge to put the mask on, and the sabotage at donning the Vanny mask under Charlotte's control, locking doors at the worst possible time, shutting off ventilation, luring animatronics with security overrides. Here's the nastiest twist. Charlotte doesn't want Michael/Ennard to die quickly. As the puppet, she used to be about peace. Give gifts, give life, set them free. As a dark Avenger fused with an Afton, that mission could mutate into no, you don't get release. You get eternal suffering. So Vanny becomes the physical barrier that keeps Michael alive longer. Every time fire almost reaches him, she stops it. Every time a fatal blow is imminent, she accidentally intervenes. The night guard thinks she's the threat, but really, she's keeping the real target on the hook so Charlotte can keep pulling the strings. Vanessa becomes the tragic antagonist, the one Mike tries to save, the one Abby cries over, the one we watch disappear under the rabbit mask while the purple eyes burn brighter and brighter. Why this makes Vanessa the wild card of the trilogy? Either way, hunter or split psyche, the outcome is the same. Vanessa is no longer just Afton's good kid. She's the vessel of the most powerful ghost in the series, the last living Afton caught between two genocidal forces, her father and his first victim, the face of Vanny in a world without glitch trap, a remnant-powered slasher that owes allegiance to no one. She's not a clean hero. She's not a simple villain. She's the wild card. She might burn Fazbear's Fright to save the kids. She might burn Fazbear's Fright to torture Michael longer. She might do both. And it all started with one tiny shot, two purple eyes in the dark, watching the toy location, not as William's servant, as Charlotte's weapon. Wrap up. So to recap the inverted Vanny theory, the purple glowing eyes in the toy location are our first tease of a movie timeline Vanny. The final frame confirms Vanessa is possessed by by the Marionette, not Glitch Trap. The purple color isn't loyalty to William, it's the visual language of agony. Dark remnant created by Charlotte riding an Afton body. Movie Vanny is a dark avenger, the fusion of Afton bloodline plus Charlotte's rage. In FNAF 3, that gives us two possible Vanessas. A, the Stalker, a hunter sent to destroy Ennard / Michael inside Fazbear's Fright. B, the Internal War, a split psyche where good Vanessa and cruel Puppet fight over whether the Aftons get to die or suffer forever. Now I want to know what you think. Which version of Vanessa do you see the movies leaning toward? The relentless hunter who burns the attraction down, or the tragic glitching Vanny who Mike tries to save but the puppet refuses to release? Drop your theories in the comments, especially your read on those purple eyes and that final possession shot. If you enjoyed this breakdown, feed the algorithm some dark remnant. Hit like, subscribe to Horror Lorekeeper for more FNAF and horror deep dives, and share this with that one friend who still thinks Vanny can only exist with Glitch Trap. Thanks for watching, and remember, in this timeline, when the rabbit shows up, it might not be your dad's ghost you need to worry about. It might be the puppet wearing his child.